louder and louder each time you guys win. Obviously, you want to continue winning, so you're only going to continue to push further if you keep succeeding.
Yeah, man, that's my job is to win. So I'm going to focus on that. And if y'all want to make it bigger, that's up to y'all guys.
What's the camaraderie like between you and Tony?
It's good. I mean, it's definitely helped me out throughout the whole time I've been here, from the time I got drafted to now. I mean, kind of off the field issues, and then on the field, he's a great coach during the game, just helping me out as I come to the sideline on things I can do or that you may have saw.
You get that sense.
Dallas Cowboy friends, Dallas Cowboy fans, Dallas Cowboy family. The title of this video is, should Tony Romo get his job back? My dad always told me, listen to people long enough, watch people long enough, they'll show you who they are. And I'm talking about Dak Prescott. But we'll get back to that. And yes, that's a good thing. Now, to answer the question, should Tony Romo get his job back? But wait. Let me give you 3 years of something, okay? So I'm at work and I'm pondering, I'm listening to national media, which I normally never do because I like to listen to the local guys in Dallas and I like to read and I'm a stats guy. But I said, let me listen to national media. And of course, the Cowboys running headlines per usual. First Take, ESPN, should Tony, should Dak, blah, blah, blah. And of course, everybody is pro Dak. And I've been very pro Dak. And I said drafting him was a steal. And I said this kid is a great player, a great, with his preparation. He has a master's degree. All these things about Dak, he's been very solid. And we'll get back to that. But the question at hand is, should Tony get his job back? Okay, here we go. 2012. Here's a stat. Tony Romo had 2 games where he had 60 attempts. He dropped back and threw the ball 60 times. What does that scream? Maybe the team is asking him to do too much. Maybe your defense isn't good enough. Maybe, Tony, we need you to score a bunch of points. You know why? Because we're not good enough. That's 2012. Listen to this. He threw the ball 40-plus times, 8 times. 50 times against the Cleveland Browns, who have not been a good franchise. We barely beat them in 2012 by 3 points. Should Tony Romo get his job back? 2013. They asked him to throw the ball 40 times. 3 times. 40 attempts. He had over 40 attempts 3 times. 30 attempts 6 times. That's a lot of throwing. That's a lot of dropping back. We lost that playoff game to the Skins, and I think he had a 30-plus game. Threw the ball a lot that game. Should Tony get his job back? Some of it's on play calling. Some of it's on Tony. Should Tony get his job back? Oh, but 2014, he only threw the ball over 40 times once. He only threw the ball over 30 times 3 times. 3 times in 2014. And throughout the whole year, he only had a 30-attempt game 3 times. We were 12-4 in 2014. Should Tony get his job back? 2007 is the only year that Tony Romo, that I say, you know what, Tony, you lost us that year. You lost that game against the Giants for the play-in. It was the playoff game we had to bye. The team wasn't prepared. Eli came in, threw the ball all over the place. Tony threw a late pick. We lost the game. Tony has had a bunch of blunders. The botch snap, Seattle. A couple other late picks. Team wasn't good. Playmakers weren't good. Should Tony get his job back? 2014, the team was 12-4. Dallas went to Lambeau, really beat Green Bay. A chicken wing fumble from DeMarco Murray, and you win that game. He should still be running, Julius Pepper sticks his hand in there. We lose that game over one of the most controversial calls in the world. Ever in sports. It flipped sports. It flipped the rule. The catch rule. The Dez Bryant catch, no catch. Should Tony get his job back? It's so amazing to me that Cowboys fans forget what Tony Romo has done for us. You know, it's teams. It's doormat teams. I mean, I hate to point the skins. They've had so many quarterbacks in and out, and then they always say, oh, Tony only has 2 playoff wins. I get it. His teams weren't good. His teams weren't good. Football is a team game. But what happens is the quarterback gets too much praise and too much blame. Should Tony get his job back? So now, it's 2016, and obviously 2015 he got hurt, so I look at that year as a wash. Now, mind you, I went to training camp, and I saw Tony do it. I saw Tony make plays. Should Tony get his job back? I saw him throw the ball. Should Tony get his job back? Now, notice I haven't answered yet. Now, I've been on record, and you can go watch all my old videos. Ezekiel Elliott has a better skill set than DeMarco Murray. He just does. He's a better player. He's just a cut above the rest. That's why you draft him number 4 overall. Oh, I would never draft him back number 4 overall. Well, you can't listen to everybody else because guess what? The NFL now tries to throw the ball all over the field, and Dallas tried to do it too. Oh, until 2014, Jason Garrett said, and this organization said, we're going to build our O-line, and we've been doing that for a span of 5 years. You know, Tyron Smith, Zach Martin, Travis Frederick, you know, Collins, you know, Doug Free still holding his spot down, Leary. So now we got our line in order. Why throw the ball so much? That's what the league does. But balance is key. When Seattle was winning those Super Bowls, they had a great running game, a great offensive line, and a great defense. But their defense wasn't on the field a lot because Marshawn Lynch was eating up clock. Time of possession football. But should Tony get his job back? So now we got Ezekiel Elliott. We got a Dez Bryant. And now I'm to the point, does Tony even need Dez Bryant? Because we have another playmaker in Ezekiel Elliott. Because he's not good, he's great. He's going to be a legend. Mark my words. Because Darren McFadden had 3 touchdowns in 2015. With this same line, Ezekiel Elliott already has 5. 5 weeks into football, he has 5 touchdowns. He leads the league in rushing already. He's special. Should Tony get his job back? If Tony Romo is healthy, not only should he get his job back, but if we follow the 2014 season, because now I'm going to put up a graphic. Our defense is ranked 8th overall. This team could very, very realistically push for a Super Bowl, and I'm serious. I've seen enough from this line, from what we're trying to do. Tony Romo most definitely should get his job back. And that's not to say that this isn't Dak's team in the future. That's not to say that Dak isn't good enough to make things happen. Tony Romo should get his job back. He can make all the throws. He knows the offense. Jason will tell him, run the plays called, get us in the right play, run the ball, use Zeke, use Morris, keep your attempts down. We will bully and beat teams. And not only that, Tony Romo is a great 2-minute quarterback. So when teams do throw on us, or they sometimes will get in a game where we will win time of possession, but the game still will be close, Tony Romo can win a game late. Believe that. I'm very sold on Dak Prescott. However, Tony Romo has been solid. He's never waffled. He's never came out and said anything. He has been, ridiculed as a choke artist with his injuries, this, that, and the third. He's still been extremely stand up, and he's gotten paid, but he's been extremely stand up. He's been rooting for this kid, Dak. You know what? Tony deserves his job back, and I still think Tony can play. I may be the only Cowboy fan out here, but I'm telling you this: Tony Romo, a healthy Tony Romo, what I saw in training camp, he can still get the job done. This team can still win games. I may be wrong. He may go out there first play against, Cleveland or Philly when he comes back and get hurt. But let's see. I'm opening up the debate for y'all. Let me know what y'all think about this. Comment. Let's go at it. Let's talk about it. Because to me, I think Tony can still win with this team in this 2014 formula. 25 throws a game. Tony can win with this. He knows this offense like the back of his hand. Tony can win with this. He can win with this line. He can win with Ezekiel Elliott. He may not even need Dez Bryant. I'm serious. Let me know what y'all think, y'all. I got kind of upset because I'm hearing all this stuff at work, and I'm just talking to myself, thinking like, do you guys, Tony Romo still, to this day, is a top 7 quarterback. Better than all the fluff in the league. The quarterback play has been terrible. I can't throw Tony Romo to the wolves. I can't. It's your boy Footsdaking, man. I'm signing out. Let me know what y'all think. Peace.